Okay, John, and here in the bottom of the fourth inning, the Braves leading 4-3. And Ryan Klesko leading things off. The count, no balls and one strike. Off speed, missing, 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on the Braves leadoff hitter. O'Brien and Belliard to follow.
What a remarkable hitter Edgar Martinez is.
Well, it seems like every year he's healthy, he wins a batting title. 92, and then the next year, of course, had the bad knee, and then Dennis Martinez in 94 hit him in the wrist, and this year won another batting title.
In for a strike, and the count 2-2.
Well, what did Brett Boone in Cincinnati tell us? He said he helped him every day up in Seattle before Boone went over the Reds. Pitch selection, preparation to the plate.
That's hit into center field for a base hit. So Klesko on with a single. And Charlie O'Brien coming to the plate. The Diamond Dust quiz from Lexus. Who was the first of 4 players to end a postseason game with a pinch hit home run?
We guessed it, by the way.
You did?
Between innings, and you don't know. Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes, 1954. You've got it. Giants against Cleveland.
I said John Lowenstein, who won a playoff game, one of my former teammates, but
we did have some hints from Steve Hurt.
Yep.
He didn't tell us the answer.
So Rhodes, Lowenstein, Kirk Gibson, and Joe Carter are the 4 guys. Foul back. That meant that nobody ended a postseason game.
And Bill Mazeroski. No. That home run by Dusty Rhodes, by the way, 259 feet at the Polo Grounds. Bobby Avila, the second baseman, went back for the ball thinking he had a shot at it. Dave Pope, the right fielder, going over. Neither, of course, caught it.
I used to always tell my second baseman to jump for the home runs I threw, too. Just, you know, for morale. I don't care how far they went.
Dave Pope, the right fielder for the Indians, by the way, that was the first papal visit by the Pope to New York. Pope, of course, in New York as we speak.
And that Dave Pope used to visit Aqueduct as well. Armando Reynoso is in the Rockies bullpen.
Yeah, well, Don Baylor noticing that everything that Brett Saberhagen the last couple innings up in the strike zone.
2-1, missing, ball 3, 3-1 now.
You go back to the last at bat, Charlie O'Brien just missed a home run. Saberhagen got behind 2-0 and then screamed one to center field, but he was run down right in front of the 402.
Larry Bernard on the phone to the bullpen. Klesko at first, no one out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Atlanta leading 4-3 as they try to clinch the series and advance to Cincinnati. Runner going as it's fouled away. 3-2.
Okay, the Atlanta Braves have had remarkable offensive production out of their catchers. 24 home runs from the catching position. Charlie O'Brien with 9. Javier Lopez with 14. Second to the Los Angeles Dodgers, of course, led by Mike Piazza.
What he had 32 on his own.
That is great production, though, out of your catcher spot.
3-2 pitch coming. Runner goes, and it's hit foul.
Well, it's a nice blend, too, Timmy. And, you know, I know as a former catcher, you know how important catchers can be to pitchers. You got a great pitching staff here. You got Javi Lopez, who is learning how to catch. You know, much better. I mean, made some great plays and stopped some hard sliders that could have been wild pitches last night from John Smoltz. So, again, still not the catcher Charlie O'Brien is, but a little better hitter, hitting well over 300.
Charlie O'Brien knows Saberhagen well. The two were with the Mets, so Charlie caught Brett quite a bit in 92 and 93. Klesko goes, and the pitch is fouled back again. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Northwestern beat Michigan, if you didn't see that, rolling by at Michigan. I can't wait to get to Deerdorf Monday. 3-2 pitch, foul back again.
Northwestern quite a year.
Boy.
Notre Dame earlier, Michigan today.
Yeah. Both on the road.
Rockies can appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Klesko goes again, and the pitch is popped foul back of first. And Klesko will have to do another wind sprint. So 4 times on a 3-2 pitch, it's been fouled away.
Looks like Ryan is looking at Charlie O'Brien saying, put the ball in play, will you? Tired. Told you, we mentioned earlier that Ryan Klesko's got a lot of John Kruk in him. I mean, even facially, he looks like John. John retiring, the zany John Kruk, David Letterman fame.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like Ryan has spent quite as much time on the couch. At least not yet.
Another foul ball. He'll be on the couch all right in a psychiatrist's office. He can only laugh about it. Mike Munoz in the bullpen now, along with Armando Reynoso for the Rockies. Again, Klesko off and running, and the pitch is outside. So O'Brien fouls off 5 3-2 pitches and draws the walk. And the Braves have runners at first and second and no one out in the 4th inning, with Munoz and Reynoso throwing in the bullpen and Belliard coming up.
Well, Timmy, you see National League Baseball all the time in the American League with no pitcher coming up. This is obviously you're not going to bunt. Over there, you just play it straight.
You know what I'd do in this situation? I'd use a 5-man infield. You know Belliard's going to bunt. And I'd squeeze the first baseman and the third baseman. He doesn't have a lot of power to the outfield. Play your right fielder in right center, your left fielder in left center, and bring your center fielder in. Or bring Bichette in for one of your outfielders. I know it's an odd play, but if a bunt was ever in order, this is it.
And if you think they're going to bunt, if you're Don Baylor, who do you want out there? Saberhagen, even though he didn't cover first and it cost him 4 runs, a much better fielding pitcher.
Runners at first and second. Nobody out in the 4th inning. And he swings away and grounds it down to Young, who steps on second and throws. And it gets by Galarraga and winds up in the dugout. And it is 5-3.
That looked like a hit and run, and one guy got it. Ryan Klesko. Charlie O'Brien at first didn't appear to get it. Klesko ran, but O'Brien didn't. Walt Weiss was in the middle of a rotation play, and Eric Young held his position. I guess Charlie O'Brien ran late, and because Walt Weiss was out of position, then Young forced to tag second himself. And I'll tell you, Bobby Cox crossing everybody up on that play, including us up here.
Absolutely. So with Weiss going to cover third, Young is compelled to make the play himself and then hasten his throw to first base. He gets a put out and then an error, a throwing error. That's his 3rd error in this series in Colorado's 7th, and it makes it 5-3 with a runner at second now and 1 out and a little pop-up hauled in by Galarraga off the bat of Maddox. So 2 down now, and Marquis Grissom, who is 2 for 2, coming to the plate.
Here's Ryan Klesko on that play, looking back at Eric Young, and then walking home after the overthrow at first base, or underthrow as it was. It's a long trip around the bases for Klesko.
Full night's work. But it paid off because O'Brien was able to draw that walk after fouling off 5 pitches with the count 3-2. And Klesko winds up scoring from second. Now Grissom with the score 5-3. 2 out in the 4th. One and one.
Talk about crossing up the Rocky infielders. I mean, Belliard goes down. He talks to Jimmy Williams, the third base coach. Jimmy probably told him that the hit and run was on. Belliard put it in play, and a confused Rocky infield allowing another run.
And that's a fair ball down the left field line and into the corner. Belliard comes in to score on a double by Grissom, his 3rd hit of the night, his 9th hit in the series, and it is 6-3 Braves.
Well, Grissom not having a vintage year, hitting a little over 250, but I'll tell you what, he can hit. First year in Montreal, 298 with 19 home runs, stole 53 bases that year. He just rips it. Bichette knows that it's an automatic double with that kind of speed. He's hitting them all. 3 home runs, 2 fastballs, and a curveball. Tonight, 3 for 3, as Al Michaels told you.
Now Lemke at the plate. Baylor just has to hope that he can get out of the inning, and we'll explain why in a moment. As he finally does, he'll hit for him when the 5th inning starts, but with 12 pitchers, he has fewer position players. And he had to stick with them this far, 6-3.